How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a north of the border collab, hopeful goodness, in the form of Fifth Baron Brewing, what I assume is Clandestin Cuisine Creative, a kitchen, a cook, a chef, one of those kind of things going on. It is their for trade Fifth Baron in a search of Clandestine. So, I'm not quite sure what that collab is all about. I assume it's a collab. They had this little Spotify scan thing on the side here. They don't put that on all their cans. They put that on the Black is Beautiful beer that I got from these guys. So maybe this is like a benefit can? I'm all speculating here. I don't like to look up anything beforehand. That's what I do. Maybe this is a benefit can for Clandestine Cuisine Creative. A lot of breweries are doing kind of beers that help out kind of restaurants that are struggling during COVID times. That's all speculation on my part. What is not speculation is that I'm going to open this, I'm going to drink it, and I'm going to talk about it. So yeah, let's see what the sucker has to offer. So you're talking about, what is this? 7% alcohol by volume Hazie from a new brewery. And this will be my fourth offering from these guys that I've opened up so far. Spoiler alert, in case you didn't watch the other ones, they don't suck. Label-wise, yeah, it's cool. Nondescript. It's what they do. This is probably one of the more busier labels as far as stuff going on it. There's a that laughing kind of memey guy in the background. I actually don't know what his face is. I don't know if you guys can catch that on the background. And yeah, likey. That looks like Haze. What do you want? Piggy finger. Infinite Whitehead, super tight compact bubbles, a little bit of soapy edges on it, and this rich kind of orange, creamy, kind of cataractly, slightly milky edged kind of haziness. Looks the goods. Let's get a nose. What am I getting here? I'm getting like subtle like creamsicle vibe. Now I don't think there's lactose in here by any stretch of the imagination. I just think there is like a heavy oat addition or something like that, because I'm getting like a soft kind of creamsicle kind of vibe. So a little bit of orange, a little bit of oaty kind of creaminess, a little bit of kind of bright green hop pelletiness that's not over the top like super kind of dry hop pelletiness. It's a bright greeniness is more, I should say, rather than bright greeny hop pellet. Not that gigantic of a nose, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's tasty, or nose tasty. Nose tasty, is that a thing? Smelly nonetheless. How about that? Subtle yet fragrant. I get classy every now and then. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay. That's kind of dangerous. Really beautiful mouthfeel here. Nice and soft. The bitter and green portion of the show here is the biggest player in this beer. Sure, there's this cool kind of weird kind of apricot-y, stone fruit / grapefruit thing going on there. But there is this really cool kind of green component that has something going on. It's like a green that verges in that subtle green vegetal thing. It doesn't get all the way to like green grassiness, but it has that kind of chlorophyll-y kind of green thing going on for it. And I kind of dig that. Sharp bittering kind of on the edges, and that bittering is very much tomato stalky kind of bittering. So it's quite a bit sharp on the bittering end of things, with this soft kind of stone fruit leaning a little bit of grapefruit kind of vibes in a more under-ripened kind of sense. There's something else in here. I just can't put my finger on it. What is it? Is it like a carbonic acid thing? Maybe a little bit of carbonic acid. But there's something to it. There's some kind of ingredient. I feel like there's something extra in this. They actually have to call out ingredients on here, don't they? I thought for some reason in Canada that you had to actually write the actual ingredients on a can. Maybe that's just Ontario. Because here it just says, it has the alcohol warning here. It just says strong beer. Anything over, 5% has to be labeled a strong beer in Canada, I believe. But yeah, I like this. It's more interesting than knee-jerkingly fantastic. In the way the hops kind of play, in that kind of stone fruity, but more apricot-y specific kind of way, in combination with the way that kind of green comes off, and that kind of, like I said, vegetal / kind of tomato stalky kind of sense, but there's this added component to it. that I really just can't nail down. It's like almost like a subtle spiciness, like a little bit of pepperiness, maybe something like that. If you told me they put some peppercorns in this or something like that, there's something to it that I just can't define. But I like it. It's interesting. It's not my favorite beer I've had from these guys. Like I said, I'm 4 beers deep. A couple of them have done me way super proper, and this is fun, more interesting of the ones that I've received so far from Fifth Baron. Yeah, I don't know if it's a water chemistry thing because the mouthfeel in this is kicked up a notch on the other beers I've had. So I don't know if it's a minerality thing, something along those lines, but fun nonetheless. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about this beer. Is this one of the better hazies that I've had as of late? It's worthy of being in the conversation, not towards the top. It's one of the more interesting hazies I've had as of late. And just the way it kind of plays, the way that kind of water chemistry in combination with the hops, in combination with the malt, there's something in there that I can't peg and I can't pull out, but I believe in my soul that is in there, and that is fun. I like that, so take that for what it's worth. Let's see, valued availability. No idea. Jacob, let me know what's what, and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you like interesting, well-made hazies, because there's nothing wrong with this beer by any stretch of the imagination. I dig it. I think it's fun. I like it. I'm just kind of bewildered a little bit by it, because I feel like there's something in it that I don't know. Maybe something that's not written on a can that I can't pinpoint. Or it could just be me playing mind tricks and stuffs on myself. I don't know. So there. If you like a fun hazies, you'll like this beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little culinary hazy right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.